Your 3-minute question and answer period for the Scotiabank Climate Action Challenge will now begin. Have you had any unintended negative effects on the climate through this project, and how did you overcome them?
Absolutely. So something that we saw firsthand as we were focusing on R&D this year is how much consumer waste increased in general practices. People are, shopping more often, and also due to the fact we have to use more single-use items due to the risks of COVID-19 on certain items. Waste increased across the board globally, not just municipally and in our own community. So we saw actually we were more invigorated by COVID actually that we needed to create a solution not only to monitor the metrics of waste, but also to provide that hands-off option to be able to assess it further.
Can you clarify what you achieved just this year versus previous years?
Absolutely. So while we continued to refine our prototype, we began a second phase that focused on cost efficiency versus our previous prototype. We also engaged in additional conversations with potential pilot partners who, after our initial set of pilots that are scheduled to begin once COVID restrictions lax, they also want to see the results of that and continue that endeavor going forward to install our waste sensor systems with their institutions.
Do you have plans to scale your project? Why and how?
Absolutely. So on the back of that question, actually. So based on the results of those initial pilots, so our future partners want to see what those results are, and then we'll be able to engage with direct discussions based on what their specific needs are for their institution, what their operation structure looks like, and then that way we'll be able to incorporate them in as well. We're also in discussion with a potential franchise who, if we secure that contract with them, will be able to expand exponentially into all of their locations.
Did you engage any subject matter experts in the development of this project?
Yes, so we engaged firsthand. Actually, one of our initial pilot partners is Devonshire Mall, who's been recognized for lead in site sustainability standards nationally. So in the development of our project, not only in us being able to offer them a solution to their ongoing issues and operation insights, they've also been giving us valuable knowledge based on their personal experiences and how we can further tailor and innovate our project going forward.
How has COVID-19 impacted your project?
So coincidentally enough, we were about to begin our first pilots in our institutional partners last March. However, COVID-19 hit, and what turned into a couple weeks, obviously, we're dealing with it firsthand today. However, what we were able to do, we took advantage of the fact that we had time to have these discussions, to sit down with partners and really think about how we were going to continue going forward with the project, as well as really focusing on R&D and not worrying about, oh, let's just get it out
Your
there.
time has now expired. Thank you, St. Clair College.